So I truly believe that I am the richest man on earth. And it's probably not for the reasons that you may think. And I'll tell you a story about how I came to understand this and how I came to know that I am the richest man on this earth. So this morning I woke up and my mind was racing. My analytical mind that loves certainty. I couldn't really sleep. And I woke up in my comfy, warm bed that I slept in with my fiance and the woman that I love. And I sat there and laid there thinking about all these things that I've got to do and all these problems that I have. And then I got up and I got into a warm shower that was nourishing and warmed me up in this winter. But I stood in there the whole time thinking about these problems that I had and how to solve them, how to fix myself and the things I needed to do. And then I got to take my dog for a walk, and it's a beautiful winter's morning here, pure blue skies, sun's out. I get to walk around the mountains and say good morning to people as I walk past them. And so I did that. And the whole time I didn't see anything around me. I was walking and I was thinking about my problems. And that was until I got to this hill and I went up the hill and I could see the expanse below me and I could see the mountains and the whole town below me. And it reminded me of the gratitude. It reminded me to be grateful. And so I practiced gratitude while I was up there. I took some deep breaths and breathed into this moment. And I thanked God for all the blessings and the beauty and the art that he has created in this magnificent view below me. And I practiced that gratitude and said all my blessings and things I had grateful for. And then I walked back down. And then I started thinking about my problems again and my business and how I'm going to make money and when I'm going to get paid next and, all these things that I'm going to do and that I want certainty for and that I feel like I need to control. I need to do these things so that I can get this and I can feel a certain way then. And so I walked back home and my dog, Lily, she's getting a bit old and she likes to stop and sniff. And she reminded me at many points just to slow down and take it in, see the world around me. And so I had little moments of presence on my way home when I got to walk. Instead of getting frustrated at her like I might usually do, I saw it as an opportunity that God was reminding me to sit, that this moment was a blessing and I could take it slow, that there is no need to rush. And so I got home and again, I was rushing, thinking about all these things. Am I going to write this article? What am I going to post on Instagram? How am I going to generate some leads? How am I going to get sales? Am I going to go back to work? Am I going to do these things? What am I going to do? And so I got my journal and my book of poetry and my book of quotes that I'm reading. And I went and I drove to a coffee shop and I was greeted very beautifully there and had a chat and sat down and got to drink my coffee while I was watching everyone else go to work, and I got to journal and write and think, which is my favorite thing to do in this world. And I journaled about some things and I journaled about what I really want in this life and the deeper wants below them. I realized that my want for money, why did I want money? Why did I want money? It was for certainty and safety. It was this need that I needed this thing to have. I needed this amount of money, then I would feel this, then I would feel safe. And it was really attaching my safety in this life to this scarce resource that I thought I needed. And so I journaled for a while and I really got to this point where I just, something flipped and I started to focus on, if I had all the money in the world, what would I do? What would I really want to do? And I wrote down a list of things that I would really want to do. And 80% of that list are things that I am already get to do. And the other 20% were things that I could do, that I didn't need anything for. And it really hit me there, the way that I was viewing my life. It really hit me that it's not what we have, it's how we view what we have that really matters, that creates our life. We are a perspective, we are a view of life. You could take the richest people in the world and the most scared, the most not, but probably the most that feel unloved, because they're driven from this need. And so I read that list and I realized, and I just wrote down that I am the richest man on earth. I know what I love to do. I know who I am. I get to do what I love to do. I have this gift of love that God has given me, and I get to share it. I get to experience this life and world around me that was created as an act of love. I get to experience it as an act of love if I choose. The connections and beauty in my life because of this, especially this year, over the last year, anyone that I've connected with, it's just been such a deep and beautiful connection. And I get to do this life with those people. Like, I don't think we understand how beautiful relationships are. We're always so busy chasing things, and it's never enough. The game of the ego always wants more. But if we just stopped and looked at what we had, stopped and looked at it, and really just felt into that moment and practiced the gratitude for what we have, then we'll realize that we are all the richest people in the world. Because that's what matters. And to me, what really has completely changed my life has been my connection to myself, my connection to the people around me, my connection to my soul, to nature, to something higher than me. The word God, to me, I don't know what that means yet, but it's just a higher being. It might mean something completely different to what you think God is, but it's not some religious construct at the moment. I don't know where I'm going with that, but it's just this higher connection that I've been feeling, that I've been having this conversation with, that helped me see my blessings in this life. And so I'm not pressing any religious point of view or any beliefs onto anyone. But I truly do think in life, it's not what we have, it's how we view what we have. And when we can sit down and really see that we are blessed, that this world was created for us, it doesn't mean it's easy, but we can find meaning in anything. We've been sold this idea of purpose and meaning of doing these big things, and the ego puts a hierarchy on experiences. Like, this experience is better than this, or this relationship is better than this, or doing this is better than this, but it's all a lie. Every single experience, every moment is how you value it. It's from your perspective, your point of view that matters. That is everything. So write down the things in your life that are triggering you. I had a massive trigger this week, one of the biggest triggers in my life. And it was such a beautiful opportunity to see it as an act of love, show me where I'm not free, and sit and go into that trigger. And it has led to this feeling, realizing that trigger that I've been struggling with my whole life, probably one of the biggest, was actually a gift. It was an opportunity to love. Every moment is an opportunity to love, to either act from love or for love. And when we act for love, we need things. It's never enough. When we act from love, we can see that everything we have is love. And we can act from that place of we are love. We are the richest person on this earth. And I truly believe that in this moment that I am. And so this lens, we all have a lens in which we see the world. And it can either be from scarcity, which is fear. The ego is all about fear. It's all about dominating and needing, getting what it thinks it needs, because it doesn't think that it already has it. It needs to get things externally. or we can play the game of soul, which is seeing through a lens of love. We already have everything we need. We are loved. And I promise you, when you come from that frequency, you end up getting everything you want anyway. Whenever I act from love, the world around me just conspires to give me what I want. It's magic. I can't explain it. But we attract from the inside out, not the external in. The ego believes out and then in. When I have this, I'll be this. The soul understands that it's already here and we can attract what we want. So I am the richest man on this earth, and you cannot convince me otherwise, because it's what I view. It's how I view my life, and I am 100% responsible for that. No one can change my view on life. That is up to me. That is my responsibility. I am fully responsible for how I view my life. That is a powerful view of responsibility, and we can all access that. Let me know what you think. Comment what you're grateful for. Comment how you view the things in your life, the people, the relationships, everything in your life. Tell me what you want. What is underneath that want? What is the deeper want there? If that want is money, then what is underneath that? What are you really seeking and searching? And ask yourself, do I already have this? Is this already in me? Am I the only one that can meet this need? Let me know what you think in the comments.